Are you feeling down or even defeated? I've got something for you next on the Metal Pulpit. Thanks for joining me for another Metal Pulpit. I'm in my basement because we are going through mosquito apocalypse right now here in Wisconsin. It's crazy. I went into my wife's car last night. I had the back hatch open and let in hundreds of mosquitoes. It's nasty. So I am in my shelter down here in my basement and doing this video. But that's the question I have for you. Are you feeling down? Are you feeling worn out? Because I've got something for you that's going to help you out. You ready? Big word, serving. I know that's not a whole lot to really come at, but hear me on this. A lot of you know that I've dealt with the diagnosis of multiple sclerosis back in 2015. Well, that shook me up a little bit, actually a whole lot, but this summer has been especially trying for me in my health upon the news that I survived a brain hemorrhage and also have two aneurysms that are small but forming in my brain right now. I truly believe God can heal me of this, and I'm staying positive. But what's helping me get through is not the fact that I'm pastoring a church. That's great. I enjoy doing it and everything. It's not even that I have good friends, which I do, and they're there and they're supporting me. Some of the best friends are right here in the Sanctuary International Matrix and at the church where I serve. But the key thing that's keeping me excited, motivated, and wanting to go on day after day is serving. Now, our church, where I pastor, we do an outreach ministry. We don't have a huge homeless rate here in a small town in Wisconsin, but nonetheless, we have a rate of people that are close to homeless, and they all kind of live in one area in pockets. And one of those pockets we serve monthly. We bring a warm cooked meal, clothes, toiletries, and we bless them that way. The other thing that we're doing, and it says miracle after miracle with this, is that in the United States we suffered the Carolinas suffered a Hurricane Florence. And so as I was watching the news one night last week, my wife just got home from work. I said, let's go to South Carolina. Now, for those of us that don't know how far away that is from us, that's a 17-hour road trip one way. And my wife looked at me and she's like, okay, let's do it. And so we're going to put our 2-year-old at grandma's house, and my 2 older kids are going to come with to get a little bit of a worldview, and another couple people from the church that are good friends of mine. We're all going to head down there in 2 days and drop off a load. What we did was we didn't have to pray really hard about it. I didn't have to really think it through a whole lot. I just basically called a rental place and said, do you have a van available? The answer was yes. We put the word out and people started donating. It's the craziest thing. The local newspaper, they wrote an article about it. From there, a Fox affiliate here in Wisconsin picked up the story, and they've been running the story every day, which I think is kind of weird, but it's God's favor that he's doing that. And we are just loading up on supplies. And, well, what's the process? What do you do? Well, our church is affiliated with one group, so I decided to find a pastor down there who's like-minded and doing kind of the same thing we are up here, reaching out to the community. And I found one, and their church is currently underwater in a city called Loris, South Carolina. And so we're going to head down there with a 15-passenger van full of supplies that have been donated from all over the community. Nothing makes me happier than serving. And if I don't get into these modes where I just want to serve or get my eyes off myself, my problems, my worries can get the best of me. And quite honestly, it can make it very, very difficult to get up in the morning. But if we take time and say, God, I trust you. I know that you have my best interest out for me, that I can get through this day, and I want to make a difference. He's going to bless you and provide opportunities for you to do that. You see, sometimes the best way to get through a situation is to step back, serve somebody else. And you do those sort of things, I think, in fact, I know God honors that, and he brings a joy to your life. When we started doing outreaches as a church, when I first became pastor, people said, well, nobody's coming as a result of it, and I don't know if this is, I said, outreach isn't always for the other person. It's sometimes for us to get our eyes off of ourselves and helping other people. So there's my thought for the day, my thought for the week. If you're feeling down, okay, go do something. I remember one time I gave my first motorcycle to a college kid who couldn't get to college anymore. Now you may say, well, Pastor Rob, I can't afford a motorcycle. That's fine. Can you afford a cup of coffee? Can you take a friend out? Well, I can't get out of the house. I'm bedridden. Well, can you message a friend? Can you call somebody? Not to blow up all of your problems on them, but to say, how are you doing? What can I do for you? We all have something that we can do, and when we serve, oh, we just feel blessed to be able to do that, and it's a good feeling. So feel free to email me, pastorbobadams@gmail.com. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a blessed day.